This is Agent 69 reporting for duty, sir. Yes, Director Ray, thank you. Yes, sir. What have I found out? Well, sir, we have looked at the laptop, and I can tell you categorically it's just the usual. Circus carnies and vegetable oil, ferrets and PVC pipes, the usual Democratic Party nonsense. Yes. No, sir, I haven't looked at everything. I have Agent 68 looking at the emails. What have I heard? Well, I've heard that there was discussion of payment. There was discussion of commission going to the vice president. I heard that that the vice president's son was brokering deals for the vice president, and that they were using government transportation to meet up with foreign business people. And there are other issues pertaining to flows of money, bank accounts, wire transfers, haggling of commission and fee. The usual Democratic Party nonsense. Yes, sir. No, sir. Counterintelligence has told us that there are more than 4 copies. Probably 4,000. Yes. Yes. Everyone's going to find out very soon because Giuliani has all the goods. What do we do? A week before the election? A Ray letter? Fantastic. Yes, sir. I'll draft one up now. Yes. But it's going to help President Trump. We don't want that. You don't care? Okay, if you don't care, I don't care. All right. Yes, and Director Haspel and Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe, they're aware of everything as well. Yes. You want me to actually give you another laptop? Or give Ratcliffe another laptop? There's another laptop? I thought there was only one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, actually, there's several. Okay, great. There's different repair shops that have claimed that he's gone to them. Wow. Okay, fantastic. Will do, sir. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. It's going to help Trump. Do we really want that? Oh, that's right, sir. All right. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, I'll be back. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. That is kind of that's kind of what's taking place right now. G-Man, hello. Eric H526, Luke St. Martin, thank you very much. They're done. Okay? The Democratic Party is so they're completely done. To my super chat, thank you everyone. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding, but I appreciate your support and thank you. They're done. It's over. There's no more. They have no chance with Botox B, the exhumed one. They have no chance. Zero chance. Zero chance. It's done. The Electoral College will go to President Trump because voters in swing states and they're more independent-minded. They might lean left, lean right. They might lean Democrat, lean Republican. At the end of the day, they don't want an overt national security threat. All of the accusations against Trump turned out to be false, fabricated, complete nonsense. This is correspondence. These are emails that directly implicate the vice president's son and the vice president in selling access to the United States government. It doesn't matter. It is completely irrelevant whether the Russians want you to know this, which is absurd anyway. Anything that happens, they stub their toe. Their rear end hurts. It's the Russians. It's Putin. Nobody cares anymore. That doesn't work. Nobody cares anymore. You can't simply blame every single, and it's not relative. There's nothing. There's nothing that Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr. or Ivanka Trump or Jared Kushner have done that even comes close to this. Nothing. This is, if it was really investigated and talked about, this is one of the most scandalous. I mean, these are the deleted emails. These are not, okay, Clinton was smart enough and had enough influence and power to delete all of these incriminating emails. These are the emails that Madam Secretary, who will eventually replace Biden, you watch, and President Trump's going 8 years. They're done. They are absolutely done. Okay? So be here on this channel November 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I mean, this channel, we have gone through a journey the past 4 years, and if you've been with me since the days of Bernie Sanders, when I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post, to now a passionate supporter of President Trump. So I've had articles, hundreds, in the Huffington Post, the Hill Salon, but also now the Federalist, the Daily Caller, the Jerusalem Post, the Times of Israel. So, I mean, I have gone through this journey, and I've started in from a very idealistic vantage point, that as a lifelong Democrat, the left was just virtuous. As a lifelong Democrat, Democrats are programmed to believe that anything they do is justified because they're doing it for a moral purpose. So that's why the left will not win another major election. I mean, it's President Trump who, the only thing stopping Democrats from running the country into the ground is President Trump. So without President Trump, you probably do have 8 years of Clinton. I mean, you really, and then the country would suffer tremendously. We'd get into even greater military conflicts, interventions, all of these things. Further into Valerie Rogers. It seems like Donald J. Trump is running Biden campaign. Pretty much. It almost does. Freed, happy, love you, AJ. 3 years, fan and counting. You're a new rush. Can't wait for Biden's big dive. Exactly. P.S. Secretly wish I thought of Golden. much. Thank you, Free and Happy. Thank you, Free and Happy. Thank you so very much for watching for so long. Thank you for watching for so long, and greatly appreciated. And we're going to have a fantastic time. We will have a fantastic time on November 3rd. Greatly appreciated. Free and Happy. Thank you. Justin Mooney. Peter Schweitzer reporting on Breitbart, the Hunters business partner. Wow. Let me check it out. Justin Mooney. Wow. It is done, Justin. Freen. Everyone here. They're done. It's done. You can't, Valerie, everyone, it's done. Now, oh, wow. Flipped business partner provided 26,000 emails. I mean, it's done. First of all, you have to understand also, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. Wow. R.R. Zachman. Wow, Justin, thank you. Freen, thank you. The Trump derangement was so bad, the Democratic Party could literally do ritual bad. If he was to vote for that, just to get Trump out completely brainwashed, completely. Newborn quail, it's done. Newborn quail, it's done. R.R. Zachman, you're right. It's the programming is so strong. It's unbelievable. Free and happy. Well, wish I thought of the golden moo for free and happy. Thank you. The golden moo is coming. Freen, the dorsal fin ain't flipper. Free and happy. Thank you so very much. R.R. Zachman and Justin Mooney. My God, isn't that the truth? But you got to understand also, ladies and gentlemen, Justin, Freen, everyone here, R.R. Zachman, John Radcliffe is the director of national intelligence. Haspel was appointed by Trump. Radcliffe was appointed by Trump. Wray is now, it doesn't matter that he is basically Comey light. He is, at the end of the day, the Bureau thinks of itself. It's like its own little entity. Like they're all the big entity. They're all their own entities. The country, in a way, comes second to these entities. If they have a laptop like the Wiener laptop, you better believe at the end of the day, the allegiance to the Democratic Party goes only so far. R.R. Zachman, Justin Mooney, everyone here. Free and happy, everyone here. The allegiance goes only so far. You can't expect faith, I believe so. But there's probably nothing that he could say. He's done. PJP72. Botox B calls super lit until after the debate. Wow, looks like the calm before the storm. Wow. Let me see that. So lit every. Wow. So I mean, everyone's telling. I should listen to everyone here. I mean, you're informing me. I'm supposed to be informing everybody. This is amazing. Biden calls lid for the day. Here. He's always calling a lid. PJP72. He's always calling a lid. I'm trying to look now. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is hilarious. Babylon B. Biden campaign calls a lid halfway through first question. You can't rebound from this. It is impossible to rebound from this. It is impossible. They have already lost swing states in the Electoral College. This is the honest truth, and I say this as a Trump supporter. PJP72, free and happy, newborn quail, R.R. Zachman, Justin Mooney, free and happy. I say this as a Trump supporter. There are people who are desperately searching for an alternative to Trump. They don't have derangement issues. There are good, honest people who just don't have TDS, who just want an honest alternative to President Trump. They exist mostly in swing states. You go to New York, you go to California, people are partisan. You go to certain states, Oregon, Alabama, partisan. Okay. You go to Ohio and Florida, that's becoming more solid red than people think. You go to Minnesota, you go to Michigan, you go to Wisconsin, you go to Pennsylvania. There are people who want an alternative to President Trump, and I say this as a Trump supporter. They don't have TDS. It's just they just want a different president. Just because they just want a president perhaps who presents himself in a different way, and for whatever reason, they have an honest or a more rational view of wanting a new president. They're voting for President Trump. Why? Those people perhaps perhaps could have. I mean, Biden has had no chance ever. But those people perhaps could have been swayed to vote for Biden. Perhaps those people could have been swayed. Perhaps it was still possible, somewhat possible, for them to say, look, I just don't like Trump's personality, and I don't care if he's done some really good things. I want someone less filled with drama. You now have a pretty serious national security threat. You now have a pretty serious national security threat in a former vice president whose son is brokering deals and giving him commission. When you're brokering deals and giving commission, it's a problem. So PJP72, thank you for that. I have to find that link. Tammy Eaton! Tammy Eaton! Half the time Botox Biden's looking for his lip. Tammy, thank you. Shintalk! Hey, HA, how wrong are the polls this time around? Tremendously. They're horrible. They oversample Democrats. Even Biden's campaign admits that they're wrong and overinflated. But Trafalgar is good because they're actually addressing the support throughout the country and also in swing states for Trump. The support, Michigan, he's very well on his way to winning Michigan. If he wins Michigan, they're done. Like, absolutely done. And the people within swing states and within states that are critical to the Electoral College, okay? The people within swing states that would have voted Democrat had there been a viable alternative are now looking at this story and saying, wait a second. The emails are legitimate. They're accurate. This man has been selling access to the vice presidency, and his son has been kicking back commissions to him. And what he's going to say at the debate, and 5 days before the election, I don't know when, Madam Secretary is going to swoop in because they can't possibly be going. Joey, I wish. Hello, Joey. Hello. They can't possibly be going with the exhumed one. But they're going to say it's Russian disinformation. The problem with that is information that is accurate cannot be disinformation. Tammy Eaton, thank you. They're hiding behind the notion that it's taken out of context because they're not denying the accuracy of the emails. So they're not denying the accuracy of the emails. That's the thing. They're simply not denying the accuracy of the emails. That's an important point. Tammy Lawler. We did a 90-mile drive up 135 rolling car rally today. Nice. It was awesome. Doing another one this Saturday. Nice. Tammy Lawler. Thank you. Tammy. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. That's awesome. But these people in swing states, whether it's Ohio, Florida, whether it's Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, you have to win 3 of those. I mean, you have to win Florida and you have to win Florida and Ohio, and then one of either Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania. And now Nevada's in play. Okay, Democrats are toast. They are completely done and toast. They're not going to win the election. And in fact, the best case scenario for them is that it's close. I think it's going to be quite decisive. I don't say landslide, but I think it's going to be quite decisive. It won't be a situation, I don't think, if they're not going to go with Biden because Madam Secretary is going to save the day somehow. But let's say they go with Biden. They're done. This man is going to stumble and bumble into Election Day. They are completely done. The swing state voters do not, like the Comey letter did them in. Voters who would have voted for Madam Secretary stayed home or just voted for Trump because they said, this is too much. This is too much. They can't cover up the amount of corruption because there are no emails that show that President Trump is selling the presidency. There are no emails that show Vice President Pence is selling his access to the presidency, to the government. They don't need to. Pence was like governor of Indiana. Okay? Trump is a billionaire. He took a pay cut to become president. He was a billionaire. The rebuttal is, well, he's not really a billionaire. It's like, yes, he is. Okay? Wendy Boggs, we love you, HA. Thanks for giving us a place of sanity to go to these Twilight Zone times. They are Twilight Zone times. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Remember, united we stand, divided we fall. Exactly. Trump 2020. Wendy, thank you so very much. Wendy Boggs, thank you. Very, very sweet of you. Very kind of you. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you so very, very much, Wendy. Very kind of you. Old school dad, man. How long before they tie this to... Old school dad, man, I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to focus like a laser on the exhumed one. I don't think they're going to, old school dad, man. I'll tell you why. Because if you've noticed, President Obama, Madam Secretary, nobody is coming to Biden's defense. Why isn't anyone coming to his defense? Why isn't anyone going to bat for this man? You mean you have no friends after 47 years in politics that'll come to your defense? Who's defending them? They don't want to have to defend themselves. Then the media is really going to circle the wagons. So they're going to let him take the fall because it's actually his problem. A lot of the stuff that he did was to enrich himself. The Clintons did the same thing, but they used private servers. And, I mean, they did the same type of bizarre things, but they got away with it because they're the Clintons. Old School Dadman, thank you so very much as always. Old School Dadman, Newborn Quail. I second that, Wendy Box. Thank you. Newborn Quail. Simon, thank you. Wendy, thank you so very, very much. Newborn Quail, thank you. Thank you. Faith, Gelling, Faith. Biden's lure is already confirmed. Yeah, and that's the thing. Faith Kelling, the information is accurate. The emails are accurate. They were written. Debbie Wasserman Schultz resigned because of the slimy fingers of Democrats that wrote those emails. Biden's campaign is done because of their own paws hitting the keyboard. Okay? If you are engaging in shadowy behavior, you probably don't want to send an email. That's probably, it's probably not a good thing. Thank you, businessman from other country who's paying me to meet my father, and where did I put those pictures of the circus carnies? Okay. Oh, here I go. Thank you, businessman. Oh my God. Yes, do you want to meet up with my dad? And this time, we're gonna raise the money because I'm going to, you're going to have to pay up a little bit more. I mean, he's the vice president of the most powerful country in the world. So, yeah. And anyway, his commission is I don't know what he's doing with the money. But he wants more money he wants more kickbacks. So, yeah, okay, well, yeah, you scratch my back and then I'll scratch something, yeah. Okay, fine. Oh, you want to meet up? Okay, let's go golfing too. We're gonna have golf photos. Okay, bye. Okay, send. Paul, yeah, I mean, I feel bad for him in a way, very much a way. Very much, I feel bad for him. Faith, thank you. J-Man, when Mumu enters, what about USPS ballots? That's going to be an issue, J-Man. That's going to be a huge, huge dilemma. That's going to be a huge dilemma because you'll have two different types of two different names to sift through, and the electors will just say, "Oh, well, you know what? We'll go with the last person standing, but we have to count all the votes." PJP 72, CBS is it'll keep on Face the Nation. Will not be seen again after today until Thursday night. Wow, PJP 72. Thank you. Okay, wow. They're crafting a message. They are in such disarray. Oh my God. Wow. PJP 72 is on top of a lot of awesome things. Thank you, PJP 72. Wow. They're done. They're done. They can't type an email without. They're done. PJP 72. Thank you, Jeffrey Whitley. Thank you, Jeffrey. God bless you, HA. God bless you, Jeffrey. Thank you. You give me hope as a Trump supporter in the mail-in ballot only state of Washington. All right. You're holding up the fort, Jeffrey. Washington. 3 votes for Trump out of my home today. Nice. Please give us some turtle telling. Nancy's time for Jeffrey. Jeffrey, first of all, God bless you. And I just want to thank you for being supporting democracy in Washington. In the great state of Washington. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, Withy, thank you so very much, Jeffrey. Greatly appreciating. God bless you. Thank you so very, very much, Jeffrey. Very kind of you. Thank you for your support. Paul, I agree with you. R.R. Zachman. In 2015, I wrote on Twitter, Trump, he's outside the box. Question is, how far are we willing to go outside the box with him? Exactly. Now 2020, I'm saying he'll win. But the new question will be, will the House... I don't know. I hope the Senate stays, though. The House will probably stay Democrat, but I hope the Senate stays. I really do hope that, I mean, the House will probably just remain Democrat, but I do really, really hope that the Senate remains. I think there's a good chance the Senate can remain Republican. I mean, President Trump has it. I don't think, are going to have the turnout and the enthusiasm needed to flip those seats in the Senate. It doesn't look good in terms of the map for Republicans, but I think that President Trump will have what it takes to keep the Senate. Paul, thank you. I would say in terms of metaphorically, in a figurative sense, yes, Paul, thank you. Jeffrey, thank you so very much, Jeffrey, for the kind words. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, Jeffrey. R.R. Zachman, I agree with you. And I'll say this. I think that R.R. Zachman, I think that people will realize, like they will be forced to realize, why President Trump is a fantastic president when he wins. There's only you can only say that he's the end of the world so many times before, at the end of the day, people start looking at you funny. You can only say it's one thing to say he worked with Russia for 4 years. It's another thing to still to think that there's evidence that he did. It's one thing before the Mueller probe to say, oh, well, he worked with Russia. After the Mueller probe, if you're saying this, you have major issues in your life. He never said both sides this, both sides that. He never said that. He never that is a lie, and that they continue. He certainly never disparaged fallen Americans. He condemned racism a million times. They have nothing on him. Their public relations assaults on President Trump are turning into mist. They're turning into this hollow, completely inept, futile attempt at trying to hurt Trump. It doesn't work. It simply doesn't work. It never works. The man is going to win the election because he's a fantastic president first. Oh my God, this is hilarious. This is Dave Weigel of this is hilarious, of the Washington Post. Writes, for all of you wondering what H.A. Goodman was up to, he's a Trump guy now and obsessed with Hillary Clinton replacing Biden on the ticket for reasons not worth getting into. For reasons this man knows very well. First of all, this man contacted me when I was this is hilarious. He wrote this today. This is hilarious. So he, for reasons that he knows are legitimate. So it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, see, this is the beauty. This is the beauty of my belief that Clinton is going to replace Biden. Everyone knows on the left that Clinton is a better candidate than Biden. I mean, infinitely better. That tells you where the Democratic Party is, because they're petrified. Even Mr. Weigel is petrified of Hillary Clinton replacing Biden. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign in 2016. So the Democratic Party doesn't really have a primary. The whole thing's smoke and mirrors. I mean, you have Iowa in 2020 where Bernie Sanders was cheated. They took like 3 or 4 days to find out who won. Then you have Elizabeth Warren jumping in, then immediately jumping out after Super Tuesday. And God bless Dave Weigel. I have nothing. I actually respect Dave Weigel a lot more, of the Washington Post, a lot more than journalists at Mother Jones or The Nation. Because at least he's honest with his value system. Most of the people on the left are not, or most of the people in the establishment are not really honest. This man is honest. He is a journalist with a liberal viewpoint, which is fine. He doesn't like President Trump. He has his reasons. But it's just interesting that he's right. For all you wondering what H.A. Good was up to, he's a Trump guy now and obsessed with Hillary Clinton replacing Biden on the ticket. I'm obsessed because Biden is going to lose miserably at this point. Now, if Tom Perez or if I'm trying to help people. Now, in 2015, 2016, they didn't listen to me. Okay, I'm saying this as a Trump supporter. President Trump's the best president of my lifetime. But Bernie Sanders would have won in 2016 had they not cheated him. He would have won the presidency because in a world where media was not completely in the tank for Clinton. NPR quoted me in 2015. I said Clinton couldn't win. Now I'm telling everyone Biden can't win. If they're under the impression that it's impossible to replace Biden because of the sanctity of a primary that's already been rigged, and they want to go with that fantasy, they will lose again, and it'll be actually very good for me. I would be worried if Clinton became... I'll be worried when Clinton replaces Biden, because Biden has no chance. Clinton would make it closer, but President Trump would win. But I love this so much. Oh my God, I love this so much. I have to take a screenshot. I love this so much. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is fantastic. And again, all due respect, because Dave Weigel is an honest, good journalist. I'm not a fan of the Washington Post at all. But I do, he's a good, honest journalist. I have nothing bad to say about this man. He's at least honest about what he believes in. But I love this. I'm going to have to take a screenshot. This is fantastic. Oh my God, this is so fantastic. So, it's just so amazing. It's just so amazing that he doesn't get into the reasons. he can't get into the reasons why, because the exhumed one, Botox B, the exhumed body, the cadaver with plastic surgery. Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. I'm taking screen. Okay. I just have to read this again. This is amazing. This is amazing. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it's absolutely amazing. What can I tell you? This is absolutely amazing. So, let's read this. Take a screenshot. Notice how they can't diss me. Nobody can really insult me because they'd be dissing Clinton. So they can't insult me. Oh my God, please. What are you waiting for, Clinton campaign? Is it a personal thing? Like you have a problem with me? Believe me, I will say publicly that I respect you more than I respect Bernie Sanders. What do you want? You can almost win. Go. What are you waiting for? God. God. Oh my God. Laptop. Shmuley's laptop repair. I love this so much. Oh, I love this so much. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. So for all of you wondering what, I have to read this again. So for all of you wondering what H.A. Goodman was up to, he's a Trump guy now and obsessed with Hillary Clinton replacing Biden on ticket for reasons not worth getting into. For reasons not worth getting into. For reasons not worth getting into. And it's like, absolutely hilarious. Which is really interesting because what can they possibly say? That they're petrified of Clinton? Sam Roth, they're right. Sam Roth, they're right. And this is a problem I have with the Clinton people. What are you waiting for? It's only going to get worse. Replace Biden right now. What are you waiting for? Let's get this show on the road. Mr. Weigel would love to do an interview with you on why Madam Secretary is infinitely better than Biden. And that why she's the only chance for Democrats to win. What's the problem? Why is everyone petrified of the most accomplished, beloved, admired woman on the planet? I respect. See what happens now? See what happens. I spend 100 articles in the Huffington Post, The Hill, Salon, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, and I said Clinton can't win. NPR quotes me. And now I'm saying only Clinton can win for Democrats. You can't win. You can't win. There's nothing that you ever do. You can't win. I swear to God, you can't win. I was a big problem before, a bad person, and you can't win. I swear to God, you can't win. She's the most accomplished politician in the history of mankind. She has done more for humanity than anyone who's ever lived. And this is the thanks I get for letting them know that only Madam Secretary could win. Okay, you know what? I'm tired of helping people. But, Bommy Largo! Hello! Thank you. Balmy Largo, thank you so very, very much. Testa, hello. I think Biden, does she keep? Yes. Not so much an ego issue because I think that I actually think a Clinton Harris would get it would make me a little bit it will make me, because that'll happen, but it will make me nervous. It will make me nervous because that's actually an issue. That's actually an issue. Biden has zero. The reason, and I have ultimate respect for him, only peace and love, peace and love. Ringo Starr, peace and love, peace and love. Stop sending me fan mail. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. He did that once. He was getting fan mail, Ringo Starr, and it was on this message on YouTube, and he was like, I can't write back every single piece of fan mail, but peace and love, don't send any more fan mail. Peace and love, 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 peace and love. So only peace and love for Mr. Weigel. He's a good human being, nothing bad to say. Would love to explain why only Clinton could even possibly defeat Trump, and then even she would lose to President Trump. Botox B, the exhumed body, is the most horrendous candidate of all time, which is the reason I believe Mr. Weigel did not want to get into reasons not worth getting into. The reasons not worth getting into. Yes! I am slowly changing the matrix. Nobody knows who I am, but slowly. I'm telling you, and I'm very happy, I'm like a tiny, tiny little mosquito. H.A. Goodman mosquito. NPR quoted me in 2015. Just a tiny little mosquito. Like, get off, H.A. Batman. And I fly away. They're not going to stumble into the election with Botox B, the exhumed one, with a laptop full of goodies for President Trump and John Radcliffe. There's no way. If they look, they have no enthusiasm. If I watched paint dry, paint watches Biden dry, and even then paint gets boring. It gets bored. I'm telling you, President Trump's going to go 8 years, but Giuliani in the next week, watch Steven Crowder, and Giuliani should make the rounds on YouTube. I'm talking about all the biggest channels. He should make the rounds on YouTube. But he's going to go, Steven Crowder's a fantastic channel. He's going to go on Steven Crowder very likely numerous times this week. And it's going to be game over. And it's going to be game over. And I think they changed. I don't have Twitter. If anyone's on Twitter impersonating me, they're breaking the law. They're going to reveal more revelations, reveal more information. I don't know. Obviously, I've never seen the laptop, nor do I want to. Okay, it's same like with the Anthony Weiner laptop. They probably had to use hazmat suits to even touch it. Okay. This is Agent 69. We use the same hazmat suits that we used to open up the Weiner laptop. That was bacteria we've never seen before. It is going to be worse every single day. They are going to not have a campaign. There's not going to be a campaign. Hello? They ain't going to be a campaign. It is going to be worse. Every single day, it is going to be worse. Ralph, I think so. Thank you. And they're not going to have a campaign. They're not going to have a campaign because once you start getting into money, discussion of money, there was already a discussion, like he's basically, providing kickbacks. But I'm talking about haggling, negotiating for money. I'm talking about for $50,000, for $60,000, for $20,000, for $100,000, whatever. You can see the big guy, the big man on campus. Whatever, code word, yeah, the big man on campus wants more fries. Whatever. Once you get into a discussion of money, that campaign is done. At least Madam Secretary had the good sense to delete those emails. Okay. At least Madam Secretary had the good sense to delete those emails. What do you think the 30,000 about yoga? Who writes an email about yoga anyway? Yoga is supposed to be like, you're not supposed to even think of writing emails. That's the whole point of yoga. You're supposed to get away from the computer. So when there's confirmation that money was transferred, when there's confirmation of a negotiated price. Luke St. Martin, Eric H526. When there's confirmation of a negotiated price, it's game over. When there's confirmation of when there are legitimate, accurate, genuine emails talking about policy, talking about, let's just say, and I have no clue, but let's just say there's policy and price associated. So we already know that he brokered deals to meet the vice president. If there's discussion on policy, and Giuliani, seems like he has, he's like giddy just holding the information, until the last moment, it's game over. So, and we already knew of this in 2015. There were New York Times articles talking about, they called it Joe Biden Inc. in Politico. We already knew that he was getting rich from politics. We already knew that his son was getting rich from his connection to his father being in politics. His son was not in politics. Okay, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, they run businesses. You could say, well, they did it because it's okay, fine. There are a lot of father-son businesses in the world, okay? But at least they run businesses. They do run businesses. They were already wealthy. They didn't need... If you were wealthy before politics, you don't need the money. Okay? If you're a lifelong politician and you're worth $13 million, you're getting paid by taxpayer money. You're not getting... You don't have a business. You don't have a business that you're... that you own. Michael H. It's a hardy subject and difficult, but the Democrats refuse to pick a side. Tomorrow's another day. Yeah. Democrats never pick a side anywhere. They never pick a side. Michael H., thank you so very much. To my viewers in Mexico, thank you. I have viewers in the Philippines. I'm very, very fortunate. Thank you so very, very much. Blazing Press, thank you. Michael H., thank you for watching in Mexico. Thank you. And to my viewers in Mexico, thank you so very, very much. Michael H., they never pick a side. They always sit on the fence. They always sit on the fence. That's it. That's all they do is sit on the fence. That's all they do. That's all they do. That's how they do things. They sit on the fence. That's all they do is sit on the fence. That's the thing, like, Democrats, media in general, the intelligentsia in the country, they don't really, they're so arrogant and narcissistic, they're such hubris that they don't realize how horrible they are. So they don't realize how inept they are. Like, they should have been saying, we can't win with this man who's bumbling and stumbling and talking about his erect leg hairs. When you start talking about your leg hairs becoming erect, call off the campaign. Call off the campaign. It's pretty much done. If I have to talk about lotion on my leg hairs and then get them getting erect, no more. No more campaign. No more campaign for mayor, much less president. No more campaign. Because that there's no point in continuing. Newborn quail, hello. There's no point in continuing when you have already when you say things like, I want the cure to be worse than the problem. I'm running for Senate. I've been here for 180 years. Yeah, these are all true. These are all things that, and the media is like, he never said that. But at a certain point, the media can't save you. And I've never seen, there's never been in human history a politician so propped up, so utterly supported and caressed and loved and nurtured like a newborn quail. Simon, like a newborn quail. This is Biden every day. Hey, Biden. Hey, Biden. A newborn quail. We love you. Give him a little milk. Give the little Biden quail a milk. You're gonna fly to November and win the swing states. I love you, little newborn quail Biden. Don't worry about the laptop. It's a Russian disinfo. Fly to November and give us the presidency. Blop. They're not going. There's no chance. There's no chance. They have no chance now at anything, and it only gets worse from here on out. So, Rusty Highlander, will Hunter's laptop be brought up? I hope so, endlessly. I hope so. Testicles. That was good. Testa, I just wanted to be safe. You can say right. Testicles. It's one of the great names on this channel, and I think it would say old, either Greek philosopher. It was Socrates. It was Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and Testicles, I believe. Thank you to Rusty Highlander. Yeah, I think so. Exactly. Trump needs to bring up the wonderful bureau and the fact that why is it also that every single election you have a male a Democratic male associated with the campaign. So we had the Wiener laptop, now we have the Hunter laptop, and it's like, what is it with laptops? Why? Why? And again, do you have to take a photo? Because Giuliani alluded to photos of his Anthony Weiner. Why? What's the point? Did I miss that generation? I don't understand this new world. Thank God. You know, we didn't do that in the 90s. I mean, I didn't, but, you know. Why must you do this? And furthermore, why must you do this? Is it like initiation? You're like, oh great, I'm married to a Democrat. My dad's a Democratic vice president. I'm going to take a photo of my Anthony Weiner. Fine, here. Use the microscopic lens. Like, I don't understand. Oh, no, sorry. Use the wide-angle lens. Why do you need to do this? Why does that need to happen? Scorp Target, hello. Why do you need to do that? Why do they take photos of their Anthony Weiner? Why? Flying Fox Fruits, Flying Fox Fruits! Hunter chasing. And the babes. Flying Fox Fruits sounds like a song. Lyrics to a song. That's true, G-Man, that's true. But like, if your father is the vice president, and they're like, their whole thing is, well, Ivanka Trump's worse. Well, did anyone sell access to the Mike Pence? Where's the Mike Pence emails? I mean, if there's a person that had like least scandals of all time, you don't see Mike Pence taking pictures of his Anthony Weiner, do you? You don't see Trump. Okay, fine with Stormy, whatever. But that, I mean, Bill Clinton a million times worse, a trillion times worse. Okay, I thought that wasn't like such a big deal to Democrats. Suddenly, like, and this is a problem. Every single thing pertaining to Trump, it's like the first time Democrats have ever heard, oh my God, the office of the presidency has been sullied. It's been tarnished. You have Bill Clinton, who is getting you-know-what in the Oval Office. Are you kidding me? After that, there's nothing that can even happen. Oh my goodness. They made such a big deal about this is what was happening. We were talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles. And now listen to me and pay attention. And we were talking about SALT treaties and missile treaties. And the papier-mâché prop that I had, the ICBM, somebody took the papier-mâché prop. So I used an anatomical prop. What's the problem? Okay. I mean, that's the things I get. And then they said, what is? I is not. How can I? I is not doing anything bad. Harry! Hello, Harry. Thank you. Harry, thank you. Thank you, Harry. The great philosopher Testicles, hello. It's my gladiator to name my last name. Wow. Yes. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so very, very much. Testicles, thank you. Wow. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So let's see. I covered all the bases of the laptop. Photos of his Anthony Weiner. What else? The DVD of the circus carnies and vegetable oil. The nudist alpaca farm. What else? What else? It's just typical Democratic Party, typical Democratic family member of Democratic politician. What do you think Anthony Weiner and Hunter talk about when they have lunch? So, how's it going? Good. How's it going with you? Good. How could you let your laptop? At least my laptop was stolen. Your laptop wasn't stolen. You left it at Shmuley's repair shop. Your laptop, I don't even know what you were doing, taking photos a week before the election. I was arrested like a year before. You don't even know what you're talking about. That's how they go down. Doug F610. Birdman next week. Giant drops on. Doug F610. There's so much Bandini, it's unbelievable. Doug F610, thank you. Doug F610, as always, thank you. Please be here. Please be here November 3rd. It's going to be fantastic. They're going to be like, what? We lost again? Oh my God, for the disinfo campaign from Russia. A disinfo campaign. He was literally accepting money and then giving the money to his father for meetings. Russian disinfo. Doug F610, thank you. Newborn quail. Whether to vote for me. Newborn quail. Oh, that was another one. I mean, is this man for real? Is this man for real? I swear to God, there's another laptop. I swear. There's another laptop. Do you understand this? There's another laptop. There's another phone. Biden lost his phone, and it's another repair shop in Delaware. They have it. Oh, my God. Listen, man, come on, man. I lost my phone, man. Come on. Come on. My phone did nothing wrong, man. Come on. Disinformation. Russian disinformation. There's naked pictures of you rolling around with alligators in the swamp. No, what? Come on, man. It's Russian disinfo. Come on. It's Russian disinfo, man. Okay. There's an actual videotape of you and business people that you said that you didn't ever know. Russian disinfo. They're very good at editing videos. As you can see, that's my head's just flying around. Obviously, someone, it's my head, man. Come on, man. You're putting my head on a video, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. President Trump, he has to go. You know what? He can't interrupt, but during his time, like even if he's talking about like President Trump, climate change is important. That laptop was a disaster. And then you see the moderator, but we're talking about climate change. This is my time. Excuse me. Wrong. Excuse me. That laptop was my Trump is coming a little bit. That laptop is absolute catastrophe. An absolute catastrophe. But we're talking about climate change. Climate change. Don't worry. This is actually the ozone was ruined from his son's laptop. Ruined the ozone. The laptop ruined the ozone. I'm telling you. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Already you looked at somebody who was like an exhumed body who was losing his marbles. Now he's a corrupt exhumed body losing his marbles. What else? What else do they need? What more do they need? Like a Martian could come from outer space in a space capsule. A Martian, like, we were paid by Biden to meet with him. That's just these are Russian Martians. You'll just believe anything, won't you? These are actual extraterrestrials for the first time. There's life outside of Earth, and they were paid by Biden. Oh, my God. What? Are you serious? You're not going to even believe that? If you're going to... What, can you share it on social media? No. Obviously, these extraterrestrials were not paid by Biden. They were paid by Trump. But they said that they were paid by Biden, and they're on the laptop also. No. It's just... You're going to believe anything, right? And Kushner's worse. He has his own extraterrestrials. Ivanka, they have their own extraterrestrials. William R. Abrams, note to self, delete. And they're never deleted. They're never deleted, William. Cornflakes was a bad dude. Bad. Bad to the bone. Oh my God. What do you want? Yeah. Here's a newsflash. There's more than one laptop. Yeah. Because Svetlana broke like 4 of them. Yeah, I know. Whatever, Giuliani has like the gall to get upset with me over what everyone's doing. I've been a problem. Whatever. We just hung out, had cigars and stuff. Ask Bill Clinton. All right, so there's a lid until after the election. they have a lid. It's like Biden has a lid until after the election. Thank you. He's just not speaking anymore. He just will not speak. Okay, he's not speaking now. Soon it's going to be, like I said, you're not even going to be able to look at him. You're not even going to be able to look at the man. If you can't quote him, now you won't be able to look at him. Aaron Paradiso. What do you think will happen with Jack Dempsey when he answers this appearance? Oh, Jack. I was like, Jack Dempsey. I love Jack Dempsey. Probably. Yeah, I think so. Aaron Paradiso, I think so. Yeah, that's not going to stop. Aaron, it's not going to stop at all. At this point right now, if you're social media, why stop? Just continue. It's not happening. Like, yeah, it's actually happening. I saw Giuliani on Steven Crowder, and there was like 1 million views in the first half hour. Not happening. It's Russian disinfo. But it can't be Russian disinfo because can't be Russian disinfo. I mean, on the laptop, it showed the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Russian disinfo. You'll believe anything, will you? Won't you? The sky is blue. That was in the laptop also. Disinformation from Putin. The Putin. But the sky's not blue? Yeah, you'll believe anything. Kushner is even more, has more, his sky is more blue. It's Kushner's worse. And Donald Trump Jr. is worse. Everything is like they're so, my God, they're so warped. And then they're going to lose again. They'll be like, why did we lose? Because you're corrupt. You're more corrupt than anyone. Aaron, thank you. Woogie. HA, we need a Mitch lecture to Nancy on why ACB is justified. How it's his part. It was it's just ACB push is justified. Nancy, how do you like the new Senate rules? You remember the one that old Harry Reid? A good old Harry Reid. He changed those rules, remember? Oh, you don't like them? I love them. I think we're going to keep them. Yeah. We'll keep them a little longer. What's the problem? Nancy, what's the problem, Nancy? Don't take that tone with me, Nancy. Okay, Nancy? Don't take that tone with me. Woogie, thank you. Thank you, Woogie. Thank you. R.R. Zachman. I wish we're buying these people to cancel that debate. That would be amazing. That would be... They can't do that, R.R. Zachman, because then it's really game over. I mean, it's game over now, but that's really, really... That'd be amazing. Like, he has the pandemic still, and we just don't trust. We just can't trust it. He'll go back into hiding. He's like Punxsutawney. They should call him Punxsutawney Biden. He sees a shadow, it jumps back in. R. Zachman, I don't think they can do that. Shungu Batsika! This is hands down the best channel on YouTube. Thanks for the entertainment. Shungu Batsika, thank you so very much. My Australian crew is so amazing. Thank you, Shungu Batsika. Thank you so very, very, very much. Shungu Batsika, greatly appreciated for the kind words. Thank you as always for watching. And please be here. Shungu, please be here. It's going to be... The baby quail is going to be replaced by the most qualified woman of all time. I love her. Her name is going to live forever in happiness and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Hillary, the love of my life. Shungu Patsika! Thank you, Shungu. Greatly appreciated for the kind words. And thank you for always, always, always watching. Please be here in November. It's going to be fantastic. Michael H! YouTube won't let me send. The message has to do with predator whose souls vote for the people. With a grandfather and a super predator whose souls vote for the people. Michael H. That's you were talking about Hillary calling young people super predators who must be brought to heel and who lack empathy. I believe that might be what you were referring to. The super predator comment Biden also used. So Biden also used that. So it's pretty unbelievable. It's pretty unbelievable. They never stop. But they have public relations, so it's like they're like a musical artist that doesn't have any really good songs, but I mean, if the record company spends $10 billion, they'll sell records. Michael H., thank you as always, Michael H. Thank you as always, Michael H. Shungu Batsika, thank you as always, Shungu, thank you. R.R. Zachman, thank you. Newborn Quail Turtle Power, Eric H526, the regulator, Eric. Yanking bass on grass. Are you on D Live? No, I'm not. I have to. I'll branch out eventually. I'm not. I do have to branch out eventually. I think that there's a lot of these channels. I know Twitch is Twitch big? What's more popular? What's more popular, Twitch or D Live? Yanking bass on grass. What's more popular, Twitch or D Live? PJP72. I love the Russian narrative. Everyone knows the last person the Russians want to win is Trump. It's kind of getting comical now. It's PJP72. Great point. Shungu Michael, Newborn Quail, Yankin Bass on Grass. Thank you. PJP72. Great point. Everything. My behind hurts. It's the Russians. I stubbed my toe. It's the Putin. Oh my God! I have a flat tire on my car. Well, that's what Putin did that. Oh my goodness. I owe more taxes. But Putin. Everything that Democrats don't like, from Tulsi Gabbard to Trump to good old Hunter and his his computer. It's Putin. I mean, You have to be completely mindless. Democrats. Michael H. PJP72. This is what I'm referring to. YouTube won't actually post it exactly. Michael H. There's a 100-to-1 sentencing disparity. People of color to people who look like Biden's son. 100-to-1 sentencing disparity for the same illegal substance. Just they changed the name. And I don't know the specifics, but it's pretty much the same illegal substance. Okay? So, like cocaine, crack is the same thing. And Biden helped write a 100-to-1 sentencing disparity issue. Like that is exactly what people are protesting against. A 100-to-1 sentencing disparity. Yankin Bass on Grass, thank you. Twitch is more popular. DLive gives you 100% earnings. Stream on both. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna look at that. Okay, thank you. That is awesome, actually. That is awesome. Thank you, Yankin Bass on Grass. Thank you. You've actually, and people have told me to do that, and this discussion right now is getting me, moving me a lot closer to actually eventually, branching out in addition to what I have. But I think I need to do that eventually as well. Definitely, Yankin Bass on Grass and everybody. Definitely, when I have my website, I'll be able to build that network of viewers. Michael H, thank you. Yeah, I mean the 100-to-1 sentencing disparities. 100-to-1. Democrats are the worst in terms of structural injustices. They're the ones who, when they bring up the Central Park Five, they try to link Trump to it. It was all Democrats who did that. Democratic mayor, Democratic prosecutors, Democratic-run city, Democratic governor. It was Mario Cuomo. I think it was Ed Koch. It was all Democrats who did that to 5 people who are unjustly incarcerated. It was Democrats who did all of this. And they say, well, Trump shouldn't have ran the ad. That's true. But the ad didn't mention them, number one. Number two, it was Democrats. All Democrats. Just like what happened with Eric Garner in New York. He was murdered in New York, and George Floyd in Minneapolis. These are Democratic-run states. Or cities, sorry. So, it's like, without media, they would be nothing. Without the absolute media attention. Pete Solano, H.A. New Rome. Yeah, I mean, it is, you think of Caligula and Nero, if they ran social media, it would be Twitter. But yeah, I mean, let's see, who came first? I think it was Caligula first and then Nero, right? Pete Solano, thank you. Jason Gary, Jason. H.E. totally unrelated, but can you try to... Johnny Carson, I realize that your voice, the same range, is similar to... Jason, thank you. Gosh, Johnny Carson. I love Johnny Carson. It was so hot. I can't do it. I went golfing the other. I went golfing the other day. I can't do it. And, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to actually think of doing a Johnny Carson voice. Thank you, Jason. I can't right now. Thank you, Jason. Greatly appreciated. I can't right now, but Tech Epiphany. Jason, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason, Pete Solano, thank you. I'm going to have an upload in 10 minutes on this channel. Everyone, please, 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 tell your friends about H.A. Goodman. Tell your friends about H.A. Goodman's other channel. It's heating up, folks. It is heating up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is heating up. It's heating up. It's heating up. It's heating up. But the Exhumed one is done. So now we're just waiting for Clinton to do what God wants, which is Madam Secretary to replace Biden, which will happen. Give me your thoughts below. Everyone, thank you so very much. Everybody, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're absolutely wonderful. You're all absolutely wonderful. Thank you so very much. R.R. Zachman, thank you so very much. Shungu Patsika, thank you so very much. Jeffrey, thank you so very much. Everyone here, Wendy, thank you so much. PJP72, Newborn Quail, Justin, Freen, everybody here, thank you so very, very much. Yankin Bass on Grass, everybody. Michael H., thank you so very much, everyone. Be here, and please, in 10 minutes, I have a fantastic upload. Thanks, everybody. Tell your friends also about this channel. And, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you have all notifications for this channel. Make sure your phone, that you've allowed your cell phone to enable YouTube notifications, and make sure you get all notifications for this channel. Thank you so very much, everyone. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Paul Bartlett, thank you. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Be here in 10 minutes, though, because I have an upload on this channel. Thanks, everybody.